cemetery in Duskwood, Carl, so this music is perfect. Yeah, I get 1 second level spell.
Invisibility.
That is one of them.
If you took any other spell, it would be dumb.
That is also correct. Rogue. Gotta do rogue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who would like to give us a super quick recap of what happened last time on the Curse of Strahd?
On last week's episode of A Curse of Strahd. Where did it start?
Hold up.
I have a lot of notes from last week.
We had a group dream.
It was sketchy.
It was trippy. Oh, I have a decent amount of notes.
Mm-hmm. We also, I believe it was Catwin who dealt the final justice, but a man was brought in who had murdered another person in town, and Catwin was kind enough to end his life, I guess you could say.
You forgot the part where he was being brutally tortured.
Well, yes, he already had been brutally tortured.
Correct.
But at that point, it was like, we had the second chat with Sasha. She laid out what we might run into when we try to come back to the castle. So there are numerous traps that are laid throughout the castle that we'll need to be very wary of. And we also need to... very few are able to go in and out of the castle without alerting Rahadim. So there's a very good chance we will have to fight Rahadim at some point.
But that's okay, because he's not a vampire. He does still need, like, food and shit.
Yes, he's definitely still very strong, though.
Correct.
Maybe we could just give him a big old hug.
Yep, and then we had the dream sequence where we gave her the necklace. So that was, we were able to, or showed her the necklace, and we were able to quiet her spirit, and she let us go and gave us, we found a satin pouch with a Taraka card, the Seer, and a diamond ring. Yeah. That's the cliff notes. The cliff notes.
And then we were brought into a room and told, don't do naughty things.
Don't be naughty.
Don't be naughty.
Don't do
because
it.
lightning had struck one of the towers. And we were not allowed to leave due to the weather.
Yeah.
And because Strahd was like, hey, don't leave.
And we were like, fine.
I guess.
I guess we won't leave.
Now we are just waking up, I think.
Yep. It's a smidge out of order, but we got there.
Yeah, very out of order.
Yes, you can all long rest if you haven't, because you were able to successfully get in a decent night's sleep, even with the intervening nightmares. You all... sure, Irina is... long rested. I don't need that intensive Castle Ravenloft music right now. Yeah, you are awoken by a sharp knock at at the door to the room. If you aren't already awake.
All right. Who is it?
It's Anastasia. The morning has come, and we have restored the functionality of the drawbridge.
I go and I open the door.
Yeah, and you see Anastasia and Escher standing there. Escher's holding a tray of pastries with a carafe of coffee on it. He says, some morning refreshments for you before you begin your journey off to, well, wherever it is you would like to go.
Is it like on a tray?
Yeah, it's got like a silver platter. Like a serving platter, excuse me.
I take the platter from him.
Yeah, well, he looks like he's willing to bring it in.
I gesture in towards the room.
Yeah, he brings it in, sets it down on the table here, and then steps back. And Anastasia comes in as well, just sort of looking over all of you. She says, I trust you all slept well this evening?
I think I slept okay.
Yeah, you got your trance in before.
I got my 4-hour trance in.
Good enough.
I mean, as well as you can with a storm raging outside.
That's fair. It was quite the storm, wasn't it?
Is the tower fixed?
Yes. The tower has been repaired. The drawbridge is down, and Strahd has asked me to inform you that your carriage awaits and will take you wherever in Barovia you would like to go.
Thank you for the hospitality. I think once we get ourselves together and have a little food, we'll be ready to go. Is that right, everybody?
Sounds like a plan to me.
She says, "Oh, very good. I will leave you to it. Let you gather your things and have your refreshments, and Escher will wait here to show you out of the castle when you are finished." And she steps out. You actually see her go up the stairs, out of sight. And Escher just kind of like stands politely by the door, kind of like a butler, sort of trying not to be imposing.
And I said, Esther's, these aren't dream pastries, are they?
He cracks a smile. He says, "No, nothing nefarious like that. Just some simple pastries.
I'll grab
simple
one that looks like it
Sweet
has some...
rolls."
All right, I'll grab a sweet roll and some coffee.
Are you gonna
And-
join us in the living room?
Oh, sorry, I didn't open the map. I was just kind of total
Winging
RP.
it. He was winging it.
I was in there the whole time.
I'm picturing you actually just like yelling from the other room about like, are these dream pastries?
Yep. I have been here the whole time. All right. I'm just gonna ask everybody. So where do we want to go? We want to go to Valaki, you think?
Are we saying this in front of Escher? He's like hanging out.
I mean, you would think that the whoever's taking us is gonna tell them where they took us, anyways.
Oh, Valaki's really far away. I'm looking at a map.
Here, I can pull the map up for y'all if you want.
A few
But he
hours,
did.
right?
I mean, they did just explicitly tell you that the carriage will take you wherever in Barovia you want to go. And the carriage is much faster than traveling on foot.
Right. We came from Valaki when we came here on foot, so, and that was all within a day.
Correct. It did take most of the day.
Right.
Well, y'all left late morning. You did a couple things that morning before you left town, but it took like
I
half
don't
a
think
day.
Barovia is any closer
above-
though.
Above table, what do we really like need to get done before
Yeah, what's left on
the
our
quote
like?
unquote raid?
I think we just need to talk.
We need a place to go to like chat.
Why don't we go to the old mill? I own it.
Do you
Yes.
anymore?
Yeah.
Didn't you trade the deed for
We're
something
50-50 partners, baby.
else?
Well, we can
Can't
decide
believe-
when we hop in the wagon.
Deal.
I'm trying to see. Was there anything else left that we needed to do on this side of the map?
I don't think there's any side questing that'll happen before our next adventure.
I don't think so.
I'll just over the table. I'll just remind y'all that like you do have connections and allies kind of throughout Barovia at this point. So
Yeah.
Where are?
that's
where,
not like I'm not trying to lead you to anything. I'm just like
No,
reminding you.
Where's the Vistani camp? Is it like down here?
It's the Sare pools. Well, there's two. There's the one.
There's the one.
There's
That's
the one
like
outside of
here.
Valaki, and then Madame Eva is at the camp at the Sare pools down here.
Yeah,
Do we go talk to Eva?
we did get a Taraka card.
Yes,
So
but
we could.
there's somebody else who's really close who can also help decipher that.
Yeah, we have what's her face.
True.
I think maybe we should see where they.
Let's just
We
go to
can-
the west gate. Get out of here and see if we can connect with what's her face.
Yeah, if we go to the west gate, we can meet back up with what's her face. I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. I can see her. Esmeralda. I'm like, I can see her little token in my head, but I can't see her name. So we can go to the west gate and maybe meet back up with her. If she can't give us that information, then we could, within the day, get back down to the Sare pool, or we can.
I don't
just
think
go,
that's
like,
that's not really pertinent information for right now either. I don't think. But yeah,
Low key, I think Old Mill is like kind of a great spot.
control.
I have something I want to say to the group, but I'm gonna wait till we are out of earshot of anybody. That was an over the table thing, just so I don't forget.
Why don't we go downstairs and get into the wagon, and once we're in the wagon, we can.
Yeah,
make our
let's
final
head out.
decision.
Wagon time.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, to spare me having to cycle through 17 maps.
We've made it. See, we're standing right outside.
Escher takes you all down the stairs here, and tokens. Escher, he's gonna be really big.
Hey, boy.
And he just leads you all down. And as you head out, the only other person that you note is Rahadin is in the grand foyer. Just kind of watching you all as Escher leads you to towards the front door.
On another Escher.
Ah, there's only the one. It's
They're
not a
duplicated.
doppelganger.
Right.
He's just multiplying secretly.
This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
Thank you again for the
Nothing a
invite,
droidica
sir.
can't handle.
There's 2.
Who were you thinking, Shaw?
Rahadin, because I believe he was the one that gave us the initial invite, correct?
He did, in fact, deliver the initial invite, yes.
I will thank him for the initial invite.
He just very slightly inclines his head at you.
Is he like full armored? Like,
No, he's wearing basically like what you saw him in last night. Like he's got his swords on him, but he's not like decked out in plate or anything.
gotcha.
All right. When we're in the wagon,
Yeah, as you all like, Escher kind of like walks you out, and he basically just says, he's kind of holding the door open for you. He just says, once you're seated in the wagon, just speak the name of the place you would like to go, and the wagon will take you there.
Magic wagon.
is there anyone driving the wagon?
No, there are. It is a black, like lacquered, like stagecoach, and there's 4 black horses tied to it, but there is no driver.
Interesting. Okay.
Which is how it was when it brought you all here.
Mhm.
Do we get in the wagon here, or do we get in the wagon here,
It's
or out here?
Here. I don't have a wagon token. It's like
I will message Whisper Azure and say maybe we wait till we get out to discuss anything, just in case.
where this giant horse token is.
Yeah. Mine was gonna be a different destination, but
What?
I just think there's a reason we should go to Vallaki, but I don't want to say it until we're
Oh, okay.
not being listened to.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, y'all are able to get into the wagon.
Matt, I did have a question.
Yep.
How much water is surrounding Castle Ravenloft?
Water?
Go back to the map of Castle Ravenloft. There's a
Like over where the
drawbridge.
drawbridge is over.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the
not
moat-
water. That's a cliff, like
It's a cliff.
Oh, it's
like 1,000 feet deep.
there's
Yeah.
that's not
No,
water.
it's like
That's
a moat.
oh, I see it now. It's a cliff. There's no water
No,
surrounding Ravenloft.
no, it's not a moat. It's sheer cliffs all the way around.
Cool, good to know. Thanks.
Cool.
It is a moat, but the moat is made of cliffs.
The moat is made of air, actually.
Yeah, it's an air moat.
The moat is made of cliffs. Does a moat have to be filled with water?
I'm like on our way out. I'm gonna just try to. Are there windows in our carriage, or is it completely closed off?
No, there's windows.
All right. I just want to see if I can like take a look at the surrounding barriers to see if I see any like guards or anything.
Above Catwin's link is a picture of what Castle Ravenloft looks like. What were you saying, Carl? Sorry.
I just wanted to see if like I see any guards or anything when we're on our way out.
Make a perception check for me, please. Yeah, with a 19, and you kind of know a little bit where to look for them because Sasha mentioned them to you last night. There are whites patrolling the tops of the walls.
Right.
And you do notice 2 of them
Okay.
walking along the top of the wall as you all are making your way out.
Okay. And we didn't.
Like up
She did also tell us that the drawbridge will be down while Strahd is out. Right.
Yes, the drawbridge stays down while he is gone.
Okay. I'll just kind of like nudge everybody to look, just so they're aware of the surroundings when we have to come back.
Is there any visible damage on our way out to the side that was
What is this one?
I think that
this one
this
to the
one-
thing that was damaged by the lightning or the storm?
I mean, the walls aren't in super great repair already. I would say, yeah, you might notice like a little bit of like smoke stains where it looks like there may have been a fire like coming out of the windows. There might be some fresher cracks in the stone kind of up towards the top. Kind of hard to tell though, because again, they're not in super great condition.
the
What?
gate that's here. Is
The portcullis.
Like, is that like OG like iron grated gate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're like typical classic
Yeah.
portcullis. And it's not that I love the word portcullis. It's a port. That's what a portcullis is. That just is a portcullis.
He just wants to sound
Now I'm going to say portcullis over and over and over again.
Word of the day, portcullis.
Is there
Um,
on our way out as well? Can Shaw try to look to see like what
We
the
haven't left
mechanics
yet because
are?
we haven't even told them where we're going.
Okay, well I know, but on the way out, can Shaw look at the mechanics of the drawbridge and see if there's like, is it manual? Is it like, how does it function in that sense? Just on the way out.
I think you would have heard in the discussions last night about it needing to raise and lower. It's magical,
Right. That's
and
right.
that the lightning strike broke the runes on that
Enabled
side
it,
of the tower. Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Mhm.
All right, cool. So
All right.
we'll just kind of message the group and just say, hey, like, no discussing anything until we're clear of
So what do we think?
Uh,
Gate, tower, or Velaki?
gate.
Well, what's this? Azura wanted to make a case for Velaki.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
just talk about the gate. We can probably walk there if we need to.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay, yeah. Y'all hop in the carriage, and you tell it you would like to go to the western gate, and it does start rolling away. Whew. Headed towards the western gate.
Can any of us read the runes on the walls?
You can't see them.
Okay.
They're like in the top of the tower.
Oh, okay.
It takes you down the road towards the gate. Just before you get to the crossroads where the western gate is, I need everybody to make some perception checks for me, please.
Ooh.
10, 20, 25, 20. Wow. Everybody but Catwin.
We're very
That
perceptive.
one's
Yeah,
super
that call.
Winning.
The three of you notice, kind of as you come kind of careening around one of these last corners, you catch a little like flash of orange, ducking off the road, and as you sort of rumble by, you see Esmeralda, who has sort of like hastily hidden herself just off the side of the road there, as you rumble past. And then the carriage arrives at the gate archway, and then it just stops.
All right. I look at the carriage.
Same.
Yeah.
No gifts left for us. No gifts left for us in this carriage this time.
No additional gifts.
Oh.
As soon as you are all out, and Irina obviously gets out with you all as well. As soon as you're all out and close the door to the carriage. It turns around and heads back up the road. And about 5 minutes later, you see Esmeralda jogging her way down towards the gate. And as
Before
she-
that 5 minutes is up, like after the carriage leaves, I just wanted
Yep.
to. So, the reason I wanted to maybe go to Vallaki is to warn Von Richten. Because I think that Strahd's coming for him now that he knows that Von Richten tried to kill him, right?
True. And he knows
Oh.
that we know, so.
We
Yeah.
could technically
know.
tell Esmeralda that, and she could go find Von Richten.
That's an option, yeah. I mean, but she might also be very helpful in planning for tomorrow.
Yes.
So, but yeah, we can discuss that. So that's what I wanted to potentially go to Vallaki for.
No, that's smart. I can use my keeper's whistle to deliver a message to
Okay.
another.
Yeah, let's
creature,
see what.
so, yeah.
I think you guys all noticed Esmeralda when we were coming up. I think she'll come shortly, unless you want to send her a message, Shaw.
No, she did. She said.
I know, but I was
Well,
saying this
Carl
before
was saying he
she
had
got
that
here.
before. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to roleplay Cameron.
Sorry.
I think maybe perhaps like as you're finishing up that conversation, you notice Esmeralda kind of like kind of jogging down the path towards you all.
Yeah, I should have kept Animal Messenger also. But if Cam has something that essentially does Animal Messenger, then that's fine.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, as Esmeralda jogs up, she waves and she's like, "Oh, thank God! I waited all night. I didn't know what to do. You never came out of the castle. I was worried that Strahd had betrayed you and done something to you in the night. So glad to. I heard the carriage coming. I thought it must have been Strahd, but and then I saw you all in there, and well, what happened?"
Long story short, lightning hit the gate, and we couldn't get out because the drawbridge wouldn't go down. So we stayed the night.
She kind of looks a little surprised. She says, "Well, all right. Anything interesting happened?
Yeah.
Quite a lot, actually. We probably should find. We were thinking of heading up to the mill and maybe discussing. Because Shaw here is part owner of the old mill now, so.
Oh, really?
Who was full owner, then made a business transaction.
I see. Well, you might have some time to tell me that story as well."
Certainly.
I might keep an eye out for any spies along the road while we're heading that way.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Very perceptive today.
Very perceptive today, yeah. Yeah, it's probably about, I think it was like an hour's walk from the mill to the gate. So yeah, during that hour you don't see anything out of place. As general with Barovia, it's gloomy, overcast, misty. Mists aren't super heavy today. And very low levels of wildlife activity, and the little bit that you do see doesn't seem amiss. Nothing seems to be following you or overtly watching you or anything like that.
Is the road really muddy?
It is very muddy.
Wonderful.
I guess we're just regaling her with stories of our dinner as we're
Yeah.
walking.
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
telling her about the first bride that wasn't really a bride, but is forced
Mhm.
there and was locked up, and
Uh-huh.
what she asked us to do.
Yeah, and then we did tell her before that we had heard there was a mole or a leak in Strahd's confidants, so tell her a little about Sasha and what we found out from her.
Nice.
We had go ahead. Cam.
Sorry. I never actually checked if this is Esmeralda, so can I, like, you know, being one that's good with disguises and shit like that, can I, like, you know, put my hand on her shoulder just casually and make sure there's not an illusion up or anything like that, that it's someone, not someone else?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Fuck. Damn.
The way you said makes me feel uncomfortable, Mike. Makes me think that it's a fake Esmeralda.
With a 10, I mean, it's definitely not an illusion because you made physical contact with it, right? You know that it would have to be some very strong illusory magic to get around that. Yeah, everything seems normal.
It's the wrong token.
I guess it has been a while since we've used this map.
Does this area look like anybody's been here since our hag elimination?
You could make a survival check.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. Nope.
It doesn't appear to be. The door is closed and locked, and there doesn't. I mean, it was very heavy rains, so
Washed
you know,
away probably a
there,
lot of stuff.
there aren't any like obvious signs of fresh tracks or anything. But the door is closed and locked as you left it the last time you were here.
And there's no smoke coming out of the chimney now.
No.
Can Shah go in and unlock the door?
Yeah.
You have the key?
No.
As part owner, I would think you would have a key to this place.
I
You
will
have to lockpick.
actively,
You have to
actively
lockpick our
ignore
own.
it. Yes, 100%.
He hasn't gotten the locksmith to install new locks yet.
Right. Locksmith's coming on Thursday. Yeah, that door opens.
Actually, unfortunately, it does not.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. It absolutely does.
Damn.
No, it's a 35 level lock. You're never getting this thing unlocked.
I feel like with that roll, Shah will like actively like look at you as he's doing this lock pick as if
Yeah.
this is nothing. Just to push the sarcasm a little bit more.
I never
will
doubted
open
your
it.
lock picking skills, but I didn't think one like you would even need to pick this lock.
It's safer that way, you know that. Keys can be stolen.
Pushing the buttons.
Obviously this is where I got all like the bakery goods and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming a lot of that
Bread
stuff is
again?
still here. Is there the wood is
Very
there to
moldy
start
and
a
gross
fire?
and-
like is like
Yeah,
it's
I
not
mean
that
it's
rundown.
it's not
only
super well
been
stocked. I mean it's only been
week
like
or
a
two.
week. Yeah, maybe pushing 2 weeks now. So I'd say like the bread's definitely going kind of stale. Some of it a little moldy. Any that was there that was already baked. Also, you know that this is where the dream pastries came from. So is any of that stuff trustworthy anyway?
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, this place hasn't been like ransacked or anything. You know, Lady Voctor basically, you know, locked it down when you all left after eliminating the hags, and nothing's really happened to it since. So
There. Can Shah use some of the old bread as like tinder and fuel in the wood and just kind of like get a fire going in the stove
I don't
for
think
some
that's
warmth
how
and
old
light?
bread works.
Yeah, no, like you know what I mean. Like, just get rid of it.
yeah, you wanna burn the dream pastries?
Alert people to our presence here.
Oh, I'm not trying to hide it. I own this place.
I'm just saying, if we're talking about what we're talking about, maybe we should be a little careful.
I think a warm fire doesn't hurt anyone. Shah will continue to start the fire. Oh my god, how did we miss that gift?
I don't know, but that is Shaw. Is Esmeralda with us and Irina?
Yeah.
Well, not a lot of room in here, is there?
Shaw will put
None
on
of-
an apron that he finds on the wall and start going through and try to recreate some bread that he remembered from way back.
Live footage of Shaw.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I might ask Esmeralda, was there anything going on outside of the castle, or was it very quiet until we emerged?
Yeah, she would show her in. She kind of like just casually leans against the wall. Irina like sits on the stairs. And Esmeralda just kind of shakes her head. She says, "No, I didn't see. No one came or went after you arrived. But I was expecting you all to come out at some point. But I didn't. It was quite the storm. I tried to stay hunkered down. I did scout around the castle, and there is simply no other way.
Yeah.
It's you would either have to find some way to cross the chasm, or you would have to get across the drawbridge. There weren't any other openings, no caves below the walls or anything that I saw. Just you either have to get across to the walls over the chasm, or you have to cross the bridge.
I think we'll have to be as stealthy as possible across the bridge. We did hear that the bridge will be down. At least that's what we were told. If not, I have a way to levitate up 20 feet, but I don't know, is that, based on what I saw, is that high enough to get to the top of the wall?
The walls are 50 feet.
Yeah, so that wouldn't help very much.
We also met every person in there, so I'm wondering if we needed to, we could send them some sort of message. Or the person that we know will help us.
I don't think we'll alert anybody other than the person that we know, and they probably won't be able to respond based on what she said. She said she won't be able to help us.
I guess we just have to, trust that, I mean, there's also, I don't know. How heavy is a bag of does a bag of holding get heavier as you put more things in it?
No, it does not.
How much does a bag of holding weigh?
Less than a pound.
Would
I mean, your bag of holding is a box, though.
box of holding?
It's a little bigger and heavier than your typical bag of holding.
Yeah, I will bust that out.
And did we try just shaking it to see if any contents came out?
Yes, nothing came out.
Okay, I thought.
Pretty sure Shaw stuck his head in there.
I mean, I could. Shaw's baking right now. Okay.
Ilyana, with your enlarge reduce, how small can you make something?
You can make it one size smaller than it already is. So
Okay.
any
So
of us
either
would
way,
become small.
Getting the dragon bones out is still going to be quite the task.
Well, they did say it was an ossuary, so the bones might already be
Ooh, I forgot about that.
broken down. I still don't understand what an ossuary is.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar to a portcullis.
Oh my gosh.
No.
An
Oh,
ossuary
I
is
think very
a place.
similar.
An ossuary is a container in which bones are placed.
Yeah, I don't think the bones get ground down at all. It just is. They're all in the
Big-ass
container.
Correct.
Okay. And then the matter of getting down to the dungeons.
Why are all the ossuaries like sculptures? The one that was in that was like a brick. But then when you look up ossuaries, there's like a specific ossuary and they're like sculptures.
Yeah, because they're ceremonial in nature.
Celebrate the dead.
Well, you know. Some of them are also like a bone carved box, I think.
Oh, by the way, and I told you I would give you this last time. While you were discussing with Sasha, this is the map that she helped you draw out.
Oh.
Where?
Coming?
I thought I was like missing it.
Aha. Cool. Look, portcullis.
Loud. Is that what it says?
Yeah. I mean, to open and close the portcullis, I'm sure it's loud. Let's see. Hall of Faith.
Strahd's tomb.
She said that the ossuary was near.
Do you want me to
Well,
remind you?
Yeah.
The servant
said it was
entrance was
near
the
the
other way
she-
that we could get in, right?
Yes. The servant entrance was the only way we could get in, try to get in stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
And we're guessing the dungeon is. We gotta go where that question mark is, right? She didn't know where
Yeah,
the
it,
deep
it,
dungeon
it's
was.
it was west of the kitchen, which was
That's where you said the basement chamber is for the ossuary.
ossuary.
Is
It was west
behind
of
the wooden
kitchen.
doors west of the kitchen.
Yeah, let me pull the map back up. Like for me to look at, not for y'all to look at. One, two, three, four, five. This one. It would be like let me put this. I'm gonna actually put this as a map in here. That's what I need to do. Oops. Then we can write on it.
Hey. Goes the bread making Shaw.
I don't know. Think
Make a
Maybe
survival
roll for it.
check.
The bread kills everyone.
He's gonna take the chef feat at level
Hey,
8.
that's not bad.
15? It's not bad. It's
That's
not bad.
That is
Serviceable
better than
bread.
I thought.
I think we're rolling too many high numbers today, and I'm worried
Yeah, we're
about
fucked.
next time.
Although maybe
Uh,
it is just like penance for last time. Because last time we have like 8 ones during the one
There was a
shot.
lot of bad.
So the ossuary would be like here. Two times that. It's down one floor on the south tower stair,
Gotcha.
which is the one that you guys went up and down
To get
to get to
the
your
room?
resting quarters. Yeah.
Gotcha.
What's her name? Gertruda.
So Gertruda, you know, was one floor below you all.
She said it was technically the 3rd floor, but then we had some arguments about what floor that was. Were we on the 3rd floor or were we on the 4th floor?
Well,
Because there was the ground floor. There's a basement. There's a ground floor. The 2nd floor, and then the 3rd floor, and we were on the 3rd floor.
So ground first. Second. No, wait. Ground. Second. Ground first, second. It is on the 2nd floor. And you all were on the 3rd.
Yep, that makes sense.
And your tour consisted of the ground and the 1st.
correct.
And the deeper dungeons are
So the ossuary is in the 1st basement level, which is where the kitchens are. And then the dungeon is in the 2nd level basement.
and we think the dungeon is like this way.
Yeah, so the south tower stair only goes down to the kitchen level. The high tower stair is it the high tower stair that goes the whole way?
Are you checking one of the 88 rooms?
Yeah, I'm just having to look at the maps.
It's so nuts. It's so cool, but it's so nuts.
There's that. How do you get
Can I
down?
make this bigger? Opening. This isn't what I wanted at all.
Yeah, so the high tower stair is the only way to get all the way down to the dungeons, which are the catacombs on this map.
Gotcha. Dungeon equals catacomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I believe the servants' entrance and servants' hall is actually on the first basement level, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because I know that was one of the options for getting in. Also, I think I would be going for like something that doesn't have to proof too long, not too much kneading. So I'm just thinking like biscuits.
Nice. Yeah, so the servants' entrance is on ground level, but it immediately goes down into the basement where like the kitchens are.
Okay.
Why so big?
Now, while we're doing this, are we all gonna want to stick together, or do you think we have to split the party at some point? We should probably
So-
talk about.
Yeah, so we have whoever has the box of holding
Me.
might have to go to the ossuary.
And I have to go to find a meal because I have the pendant. The holy symbol of Ravenkind.
And so question, with Gertruda.
So some other reminders for you all with Sasha. And I might not have made this clear. So there are guards on the walls. There are also guards in the castle too.
Yep.
The
And there's
brides,
traps in the
the
castle.
brides will probably all be there. There are traps, and then Rahadin is definitely there.
And Rahadim is definitely
Nothing-
probably going to
nothing
figure out
gets by
that we're there.
Rahadi.
Yeah, she basically told you that it would be almost impossible not to run into him.
And there's lots of traps too that were not active while we were there.
Too.
Correct.
I mean, if we're running to Rahadim, we probably need to stick together.
Yeah, I think that's
Well, so the other thing is, remember, so Mav, you said the southern tower is what we went up. This tower is the stairs we went up, correct?
Correct.
When Azur and I were in the dining hall, we did find a passageway through the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It had stairs.
Yes, it was not these stairs.
We don't know where those stairs go.
We don't.
The ones that are back here.
Would Sasha have told us?
I think in the limited time you all had, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
But you do know that they're there. You know they're like physically relatively close to these stairs just because you saw them and you have spatial reasoning.
How much noise did the secret passage make when it opened? It was pretty loud, wasn't it?
well, it played a note on the piano, right?
No, you
I
pressed
played
a
a
key,
note.
a pedal.
Yeah.
A pedal. Oh, that's right.
Pressed a pedal.
Yeah, no, it was not very loud.
Not very loud?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, yeah. It was like the 7th pedal in or something.
Something that we could do is that we could see if I
The
could.
thing is, getting there is probably pretty tough. Because we're going to probably come in through the servant entrance.
Bro.
Through the front fucking doors.
It's one way to do it. I
There's
think
no other
that's
way.
if you want to just make it a bloodbath.
No, I mean we have to come through the gate, the front gate.
Yeah, we can come in through the gate easy enough because it's going to be down, and as long as we are stealthy, I think. But we'd have to open a door here. That's the problem. I don't think you can be stealthy opening this gigantic door, right?
Yeah.
And
So
then
you think we're gonna enter on the servant entrance,
I think that probably makes the most sense.
which then gets us down to the first basement, which is where our ossuary objective is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we go find a meal.
What I'm thinking is
Gertrude.
if I can get Animal Messenger, I can send an animal to go talk to Sasha to tell Gertruda to meet us somewhere.
Didn't Sasha say she couldn't help us though?
Yeah.
She'd be giving a message.
I don't even know if she can do that though. Let me just check what I wrote down.
She pretty explicitly told you that she would not be able to help you at all should you encounter her while she's there, because
That's
she
what I
is
thought. Yeah.
bound by, Strahd's rule, and the only way that she could interact with you like that last night was because you were
We were there.
Yes.
you were
We were guests of
explicitly
Strahd.
invited guests. Correct.
Yeah. If we're not invited guests, then she is bound by his spell on her, essentially.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think we can expect any help inside the castle.
And Esmeralda is coming with us, correct?
I mean, you haven't asked.
I will ask.
Well, I'm also going to mention what we found about Von Richten to Esmeralda. And if she knows.
yeah.
She definitely seems a little worried when you mentioned that about Von Richten. How are you asking her if she wants to come?
I think Shaw would just go. Any interest in, well, furthering your disruption of Strahd? Want to come with and join us on this mission?
She kind of looks thoughtful for a moment, and she says, "Well, many hands make light work and all that, but." And she kind of frowns for a minute, but she says, "I think I could be convinced, though. It would it would be nice to
Let me put it to you this way: when was the last chance, or when was the last time you had this good of a chance of fucking up his shit?
She chuckles. She says, "Well, yeah, all right. Well put. Yeah, I'm in."
Perfect. I'll hand her a biscuit.
She takes the biscuit. Make another survival check for me.
Oh god.
Another one.
You tell her.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oof.
This is not very good.
you did well. but you did-
The flavor and the dough you made was excellent, but just ever so slightly overbaked, which for biscuits is terrible because they become crunchy.
Do I
Very
see
dry.
this reaction on her face?
Make an insight check. Yeah, you notice you hear a bit of a crunch as she bites into it.
I'll wince with her, but not say anything.
Didn't you overcook them last time too?
He burned him to a
Shut up,
crisp last
Azure.
time.
Oh, okay.
I'm still learning.
That was over the table. That wasn't as we were saying that. I was just trying.
But
it's still a new oven for him.
Yeah, new oven.
New
All right,
oven.
I'm working on the temperatures.
Yeah, you turned them into basically like charcoal briquettes last time, so this is a significant improvement.
Hockey
These are
pucks, I
edible, at
believe, were
least.
the words that were
I
said.
mean, the bar is on the ground, basically, so
It
And we have
doesn't
at
take
least
much to
lifted it
raise
off
it.
the bar.
you have to like be able to lift your foot up high enough to get over the bar before you trip on it.
Feel like I stepped on the bar, but that's
And the bar is actually a rake that hits you in the face.
yeah. I wince with her as like a ooh, but I say nothing.
She like finishes eating it though, because although the texture is not great, it still tastes delicious.
Nice.
I'm gonna say, so what? Well, most likely we're gonna have to fight Rahadim. We should try to at least make it as much on our terms as we can, instead of letting him get the jump on us.
Do we bait him into something?
That's what I was kind of wondering: is do we try to do something like that, and make it so like he can't call for help from the other wives as well, because that could get out of hand quickly.
True. Because, well, I know at least two of them want to rip my throat out. I will say
you were
giggling.
being
I will be giggling as I say that.
okay. You do have a way with the ladies.
Oh, I certainly do, and I'll wink at Esmeralda.
Sorry, I was reading something. What was the wink for?
He winked at Esmeralda after I said he has a way with the ladies.
She just like lets out like a scoffing laugh.
Perfect.
So, of our objectives, the two we have the most information about are Gertruda and the ossuary. We really actually don't have a ton of information about what's his face, Emil.
No, and we don't even have confirmation that he's definitely there.
There
Or
or
alive.
alive or yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he were dead, wouldn't Carl be also dead?
No, I don't think my life's tied to him. I mean, if we found him dead, that would be like, unfortunately, a way of completing what was promised, just not in the.
Where do you think we're going to run into Rahadin?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we trap him, we can try to get him where we want him.
You want to like lure him somewhere?
We certainly could.
I don't know if there's a way we could try to get him in that secret passage. Like, kind of hard to get there, though. That's a little bit of a haul from
Maybe
the
not
servant
necessarily
entrance.
the secret passage, but just a space that's less out there.
Right, something that's
You do have shackles
low
still,
traffic.
don't you? Shaw?
Shackles?
Don't you have like handcuffs essentially?
Ooh.
I thought you did too.
I have a hunter trap.
Were those my fuzzy ones or not?
Like, is there just, like a window we
I
can?
thought I did, but no. Remember that bitch ran off with them.
Never.
No, dead ass. One of the wives. Remember, I like
The wives of who?
Strahd. One of the ones that wants to kill me. Pretty sure we chained her, and then she got away.
Oh, she got away with
I
your.
think. I don't have them in my inventory, so we used them on something.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
As I said, away with the ladies.
Does anybody have this? So, Carl can disguise himself
Yes.
as anybody he's seen before.
Very true.
Ooh.
The more intelligent you are, the harder it will be for me to pull off the disguise. But I think it could definitely work on, like, in the servants who wouldn't really think to inspect any harder, I would guess, and not have a reason to.
We don't really know. I have a feeling that Rahadin is probably pretty smart, pretty
I would-
strong,
yeah.
I would
pretty
guess so based on our interactions with him.
pretty dexterous.
Yeah, he's pretty everything.
um,
Yeah, so it's let's see. To discern you that you are disguised, a creature can use its action to inspect your appearance and must succeed on an investigation check against my spell save DC.
investigation is int.
It is, yeah.
We don't. I mean, we still don't really know if Rahadin has
If he's smart.
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 I feel like the vampires are probably pretty smart. I mean, I did trick that one once.
I don't think the
Bro.
vampires are super smart.
That's the other one that wants to
Yeah.
kill me.
You're just on a roll with folks wanting to kill you.
Comes with the territory.
Mm.
As I say that, I'm gonna give a biscuit to Catwin.
Catwin will crunch on the biscuit.
One of the survival check 5 biscuits.
Yes.
Yep.
They're all survival check 5 biscuits. He's
Yep.
not making them one by one.
No, it's just one. It's just one batch of biscuits.
Well, cool.
If we run into Rahadin, you want to try to trap him somewhere.
Or at least make it
Yeah.
so
Make it
We're-
so that we're
if
not
we fight
spread
him,
out. If it's,
we're just fighting him. We're not.
And, like not guards.
correct.
Right. Yeah, and if we run into guards, how do we want to handle them? Like,
The same way they would handle us. Death.
do we have a way to quickly, like, subdue them? Does anybody have anything that could, put them down for a while at least? Otherwise, I'm sure a lot of fight noises will alert others pretty quickly.
I say I'm not exactly quiet when I'm fighting.
Esmeralda, do you have anything by any chance?
Anything? What? Sorry.
Anything to, like, quickly subdue a guard, for example?
She just kind of like, sort of like rattles the rapier on her hip. She's like, "I got this."
Okay. I think we all have the same tools then, it seems.
She nods.
Who knows, maybe we'll think of something that we can learn overnight in our sleep.
There's certainly that possibility.
Let me see.
Shaw, at this point, I'm assuming, is cleaning up from baking.
Did we ask Sasha what kind of traps they would be?
No, she.
I can't remember if she said that or not. Or she just said there are plenty of traps that will
There
exist.
are plenty of traps.
reading some stuff.
What's
What
up?
was that last thing you said, Carl?
Oh, I was just wondering if there's anything we could learn with our level up that might help with like a quick subdue. You said might have charm person.
Yeah, so I have Charm Person. That's a first level spell for me. I was thinking about Fog Cloud. So we could essentially make it heavily obscured, like an area we can make an area heavily obscured.
It would certainly help for the way in.
Or if we need to like, I don't know, like get past some people and like obscure their view of us while we like move through, like move across a walkway or something like that.
I can.
I
learn
was
that
going
as
to
well.
have Dispel Magic prepared. I
Or-
was going. There's some interesting things like plant growth and speak with plants, but I don't know how many plants we're coming in contact with. My fourth level spells I don't see until I go up to fourth level.
It was pretty run down.
Yeah, so like plant growth allows me to like make plants grow up to like 100 feet or something weird like that. So like I have lots of ways to make things difficult terrain.
Yeah, so do I.
So like
The biggest
so
part for us right now is we know that we need to get in on the drawbridge, right? And then we enter in through the servants' quarters, correct?
That's the plan.
Is that the plan?
Yep.
And then we need to bait Rahadin.
maybe
Kill
even if we run
Rahadin.
into him. But I think we're probably going to run into him by the dungeons if we're going to run into him anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I think we should just be prepared.
fighting.
Like the first time we see Rahadim, like
Or
even if
kill.
we're still stealthed or something, just prepare at that point to take him out or something.
Yeah, because if he sees us there, he's going to try to take us out. So it's a kill on sight situation.
Yeah. And how many servants are there gonna be when we go in? Like how many people are we gonna have to
Well, the nice
convince
thing
or
is we
deceive?
saved the life of at least one. So
I think she's more of just a prisoner for her.
no, remember that one that spilled the wine?
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I'm sure that
He was missing like a bunch of fingers or something.
Yeah, I'm sure that we could pull in some favors if we needed to.
But if he's under Strahd's, well, he's not under Strahd's spell.
It's probably very against Strahd.
I think it's gonna be hard to get anyone in the castle to help us.
Oh, certainly, but if we are, we at least have a leg up with him.
All right, so plan service entrance. First place we want to go is to get the ossuary,
Correct.
and then we want to go to get Gertruda, or do we want to go to down first to the catacombs?
I feel like
find a meal.
Gertruda will inevitably lead us to your guy. I have a feeling they'll be in the same area.
Thing is, the longer she's with us, the more in danger she'll be.
True. But she
Because I
doesn't
doubt
know
she's
that-
going to be very strong, because she's been sapped of all her energy. So,
I think with Gertruda, we just try to tell her to get down to like the servants' hall and wait for us there.
yeah.
Unless you were going to want to run out the front door too.
Yeah, getting out will really depend on what we've fought and what kind of a hurry we're in, I guess.
All right. Well,
I'm level
obviously we
4.
relay all of this to Esmeralda and whatnot, and then what time of day is it at this point?
I would say planning and making.
You're on mute, Mike.
All right. Well, I'd say with all of this planning and baking and chatting, it's probably noonish.
Okay. Should we send a message to Dictavio? Warning him that Strahd's onto him.
Yeah, and did Strahd say he directly like caught
No.
Rictavio, or he just
No.
knows it was him?
Like,
did he directly like see?
There were
Rictavio,
no
like, him face to face?
names. There were no names said, but it was implied. Yeah, there were no names said, but it was implied. So I'm going to use my keeper's whistle.
Okay.
And I am going to well, actually, I think we should put it on parchment. You think that's a better idea? Put it on, write it down, or go word of mouth? What do you think, guys?
I think word of mouth, just in case something happens and the letter's found, like doesn't make it to its destination.
Okay. All right.
And Esmeralda kind of speaks up and says, I agree. I think word of mouth is best, but keep it simple so that it's not too terribly obvious to anyone else what you're trying to convey.
Strahd go by like a bunch of names. Like, couldn't we use one of his kind of like references instead of being like Strahd knows? We could be like referring to whoever he is.
The leader of this land is on to you.
We can just say he's on to you. You and the girl need to disappear.
You're the one
Yeah,
making the message.
He'd probably understand who we were talking about if you said it that way.
Yeah, I think. Okay, yeah. And then can I just keep an eye out the window for one of the ravens?
Yeah, I think within just a couple minutes of you sounding the whistle, a raven lands on the windowsill and kind of like looking in and pecking at the window with its beak.
I will open the window and let it in.
All right, yeah, it'll
Kind of
come
give
in.
it my hand to perch as I give it space to transform if needed.
Yeah, he'll just turn into a dude.
Disguised as a dude, dressed up as another dude.
Just a guy playing a dude.
I'm just a dude
Boom.
playing a dude disguised as another dude.
There it is. And Shaw will just say, "Thank you for coming. Do you know the one Rictavio? He resides in Valaki, right?
In the Vistani camp.
Vistani.
Yeah, he's at the Vistani camp. He nods. He says the keepers are aware of Rictavio the Entertainer.
Perfect. I need you to relay a message, if you could.
Very well. What is the message?
And I mean this with all due respect, but the less you know, the safer you are. So it's going to be rather vague, but that means it's simple.
He
Please
nods.
tell him that he is on to you, and you and the girl need to disappear.
He repeats it back to you. He says, "I will deliver it."
Thank you.
And he poofs back into a raven, flies
Poof.
out the window.
Sick. Okay. Oh, I mean, that's kind of the big things we needed to handle, right?
Yeah, I think it's just getting ourselves
I think it's just getting
physically
prepped
and
for
mentally ready for tomorrow night. We still have
Group-
quite a bit of time. Like, is
group
there?
stretching session, hunting. What are we thinking?
There would be just enough time for you to like make it back to Vallaki before it got like super late. If you wanted to go back for any reason,
Is there anything people need? Like, are we well stocked? Like, we do have that diamond ring if we want to trade for some more.
I have a few. I have a few gold rings left. I have about 40 GP worth of gold rings left too.
Yeah, let's go see if we can fence them to Leroy and Jenkins.
Maybe they have some other types of potions that might assist us.
Maybe you can get some new manacles.
Certainly. Do you want to be the one to ask about them? I feel like if I ask too many times, it's just weird.
Well, they seem to like you a lot better. They
That's
didn't really
true.
like me.
Well,
I again
simplest
try
of
the
signals.
hand. I try the hand thieves can't that Shaw tried to teach me.
what were the manacles you wanted? I'm not remembering this.
We've just been talking about them.
We just wanted to pick up a pair just in case we needed to restrain someone.
Oh, just manacles in general. Oh, okay. I thought you were
Yes.
like referring to a pair you had tried to get from them before or something. Sorry.
No.
The leopard print ones.
It's the leopard print ones.
The leopard print ones.
the-
Yeah.
the pink fuzzy ones.
I also, while saying that, I try to do the thieves can't that Shaw showed me the other day.
Make her do a performance check.
Mav.
Yeah. Performance check.
Getting better at it.
She's slightly improved, decipherable, but
Person
not subtle.
learning sign language.
Yeah, like you know the ABCs, but you don't know how to like say a word.
You know the ABC.
Well, shall we try to get back to Vallaki here before
Yeah, that's a good idea.
stuff
Let's
closes
do
down?
that. I will lock the door behind us as we leave.
As I'm moving around, do I happen to see, I don't know, a caterpillar cocoon anywhere as I'm leaving?
A caterpillar cocoon?
Yeah, you know, just a caterpillar cocoon.
For no
Yeah.
reason, just because.
For no reason. Or do I find any bits of phosphorus laying around?
Make a survival check.
You know, so there's a fire in here. Does there happen to be any phosphorus?
With my
And then
baking
also,
cookie.
does there happen to be any caterpillar cocoons?
Survival is whiz, right? I always get them backwards. Yeah.
Oh, she fine.
Hey, yeah. There's a few. I mean, these yeah, like on the tree right outside, you notice a couple of little chrysalises. Chrysalises.
Chrysalises.
It's a lie.
Where do people keep their track of their ingredients for. I'll just put them in my backpack.
I think there is a container on D&D Beyond called like you have to add it to your inventory as a container. It's something like spell
Oh,
pouch
you're
or
getting your
component
spell
pouch or something.
components. I was like, what are you
Try
looking for?
component pouch.
I thought that comes with the druid starter stuff.
You would think so.
I think it's an option, but I don't think you necessarily have to take it. I think it depends on like which like dungeoneer.
That's part of adventuring gear. Do I not have it? Is it part of my equipment?
No, it would be its own container. So like your backpack or your equipment list, it'll be its own like.
No. Do you want me to buy that when we get back to?
No, it's
Velocity?
fine. You can just have a component pouch. It's like a little burlap sack, right? Like you probably have one. So add that to your
can
inventory on
use
D&D
the,
Beyond, and then you can add things into that.
You can
keep
use
track
the
of your
little
spell
satin
components.
pouch we got that had the diamond ring in it and the Taraka card. I'm gonna show the Taraka card to Esmeralda.
Oh, yes,
Like,
please.
oh
do
yeah,
that.
we also found this after we talked with the ghost lady. Any idea what
Oh,
if
we
there's
did?
any extra meaning behind this Taraka card? The Seer is the card.
Yeah, I gotta find the note somewhere in here.
How many caterpillar husks did I find?
3.
Okay. Caterpillar.
The only spell
Capertilla.
I've ever cast that requires components is Pass Without Trace, and it's just ashes and a sprig of spruce. So I'm assuming that's very
Would my biscuits count
abundant.
as ashes?
Sprig of spruce.
Ashes from a burned leaf, specifically.
Oh, fair.
Banish powder. Pocket's hand.
Pockets.
That, and then I didn't find any phosphorus.
With your nat 20, you we'll say you found some in the
In the
in the witch's cottage.
Cool. What should I find?
What
Fine.
do
When
you
we go
need?
Don't want to use the witch's cottage as a name anymore.
At least
That's
a
something.
bit.
The Hag's Coven. You're right. The Hag's Coven.
How dare
Egg
you.
house.
Hag House. That's its official
There
name.
it is.
on Dream Pastry Drive.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
I need a tiny bell and a piece of fine silver wire when we get to.
Oh,
That'll be for one of the spells I'm picking.
a tiny bell. Catwin's over here just like want to hit things with her
Curse you,
axe.
tiny toilet. I like how aid is just a strip of white cloth.
Where did it go? All right, hang on. I gotta find this thing in here somewhere.
I'm on a bio break quick.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Adding more components. Where You can't search components though. I have to add them each custom.
Aha! I found it. It's like half a sentence buried in this like 10,000 page book.
Nice.
As you hold it up and show it to her, Esmeralda says, the seer. Seer represents inspiration and keen intellect. Sometimes it can mean you might soon encounter an event, the outcome of which might hinge on a clever mind or inspired tactics.
At least we know now.
Carl's bio break turned into Zelda stealing his chair.
Nice.
So he
Can't come back. Yep.
Correct.
Nice.
She is like pitching an absolute fit now that he's back.
She's like, this is
Can
my
you hear her
chair.
mowing through my microphone?
Yep.
Yes, I can.
She is.
She is
She
not.
literally, he
very
got
good
up
for you.
and she like got up and stretched in her chair and just like walked over to his, and I was like, well, this is happening.
Can I have my seat back, please?
No.
Could you just leave her that one, roll it out of the way, and then take the one that she was sitting in?
But mine is so much more comfortable from my big butt.
That's fair.
And she has a blanket on hers. She just was stealing the warmth I had left there.
Ah, yes. Uh-huh.
She's a warmth vampire.
Did you find the Taraka reading? The Taraka card stuff?
Yep.
In short, an upcoming event may require a clever mind.
What may require a clever mind?
An upcoming event is what it says,
Oh.
essentially.
Well, I mean, checks out. Guess we're all shit out of luck.
Bro.
Yeah, all right, let's hop over to Velaki.
Just bop right over.
Yeah, we're doing the Game of Thrones thing where
Just
like
cut.
one whole season is dedicated to a trip that they make in about 15 seconds in the later seasons.
Mhm.
Yeah. Perfect.
Our narrative is not going to fall apart in the last 2 seasons.
Hopefully not.
That's the goal.
I mean, if the writing gets that bad, we'll just quit.
Oh
Alright,
my
I'll
god,
go
I'll tell you
and-
something funny.
I'll go straight to Leroy and Jenkins's place.
Yep.
Yeah.
What?
So our friend Sean, whose birthday we were at, Mike,
Uh-huh.
he's also DMing a Strahd campaign.
Uh-huh.
And one of his players died at the explosion of the Esmeralda's.
The wagon.
Yeah, just straight up instant death, like more than double their hit points.
I mean, it was close.
It was close. But they were even dumber than us. They tried to like just straight up pick the lock right then and there. So
Oh, jeez.
So we spent a lot of time on Saturday night while we were out, like discussing the wagon, like It was like the nerdiest combination of things because it was standing at Up Down, which is the like gaming bar,
The arcade bar, yeah.
and then discussing how our various campaigns blew up the wagon. And I was like, "Yep, I've peaked in life."
That's hilarious.
What wagon?
You are so soft.
All right, we're gonna go talk to the Hans and Franz.
Hans.
It's not Hans and Franz. It's Leroy and Jenkins.
Sorry,
My
Hans got
business
Hans and
partners.
Franz on the brain.
I drew a line. There we go.
I'm just curious, what is the spell giant insect?
Well,
Let me
I'll
read
give
it
you
to
Sounds
one
pretty
guess.
self-explanatory to me.
It sounds
I don't know.
horrifying.
Maybe she turns herself into a giant insect, or
You transform up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion within range into giant versions of their
Mm-mm.
natural forms for
Mm-mm.
the duration. A
Nope.
centipede becomes a giant centipede, a spider becomes a giant spider, a wasp becomes a giant wasp, and so on and so forth. Each creature obeys your verbal commands, and in combat, they act on your turn each round. The DM
Nice.
has
I'm sure
a
Mike would love that
statistic.
one.
A creature
When I tell
remains
you
in its
how much I
giant size.
don't want a giant centipede, I don't even know what to say.
That spell is banned.
That is, I will not be able to participate if there is a giant centipede, and I am not kidding. Like, I would need to be excused.
It does say the DM might allow you to choose different targets. For example, if you transform a bee, it's a giant version that might have the same statistics as a giant wasp.
Nice.
Can I get like a giant kitten or something like
Mike's-
less
Mike's yelling
threatening?
from the other room, it's banned. He's like, nope, it's
Yeah.
banned.
Perma band.
Under minor elementals might be kind of cool.
Which one?
Conjure minor elementals.
I can't get the ingredients for it. It's really expensive.
Oh,
Uh,
like 500 gold worth of something.
It is, let me go to it. I thought it was expensive. Now I find. Oh my god.
Somebody is very demanding now that I took her chair.
Well, don't fuck with their shit.
She fuck with my shit first.
Impossible.
Level.
Here.
I thought the conjure elemental was something I couldn't. Was that a 4th level? Or a 3rd level?
4th.
It's conjure minor elemental?
Yeah.
Well, so I also have conjure animals. So I could get rid of conjure animals and I can switch to conjure elemental.
Right.
They are probably stronger than mere animals.
And you only conjure like one at a time instead of
I can do one.
many that the DM
40
has to.
No, I can still do up to 8. I could do
Oh.
8 steam. I can do 8 steam methods or I can do
Banned.
4 elementals of 1/2 or lower, 2 elementals of a CR rating of 1 or lower, 1 elemental of a CR rating 2 or lower. So
Also,
If you're gonna do it, you get one.
You get one.
I get one
that's
elemental?
fair.
Just for action economy reasons, you would be allowed to. Yeah.
Yeah,
To-
you can't
Cool.
summon like
It
So
only
I could-
has verbal and somatic. It does not have any material
didn't.
components.
which means I could do that, but I only have 1 4th level spell slot.
yeah.
I'll think about
What?
it.
But if you want me to do conjure minor elementals instead of conjure animals, then I'll switch. But I have Hans and Franz, my dire wolves, from conjure animals.
Yeah, no, it's
Or-
up to you. It's whatever you think you like best. I just thought it'd be cool. I mean, I think they're both good.
Yeah. I also
Hans and
don't
Franz
have
are
a
probably
con.
more tanky. The
Huh?
elementals are probably the Hans and Franz are probably more tanky.
I don't
and the
know.
Elementals can do a little bit more variety of things.
Okay, are you saying Catwin is one-dimensional?
I didn't say anything about Catwin. I think you have the highest body count of any of us here, so.
Can I have some cookies?
Are you calling
Oh, here's some
Catwin a
cookies.
slut now?
Yeah, what are we slut shaming? Jesus,
Oh, god damn.
I think we should start shopping.
Damn, Carl.
Slut shaming your own wife.
damn.
Oh,
Damn.
we have
Or prostitute, slut for
slut
money.
for money. Well, that movie is too much.
Is anyone in the shop as we get there or not? You're muted.
You don't see Leroy, and Jenkins is like turning his back, like stepping out the door and like reaching for his keys to lock the door.
I like wave. I wave Shaw over to try to get him to like go talk to Jenkins.
Jenkins, I'm sorry, good man. Can I bother you? Do you have a moment?
He like turns and looks. He says, "Oh, hello. No, I was just closing up to go get some dinner."
Oh, perfect. Can you take it to go and we can chat?
I suppose.
Or we just ask if you could stay a little bit later
Well,
for like 5 minutes.
Here, let me do this. Now that we're business associates, do you trust me with your cabinets or no?
Or no.
Most certainly not.
Well, then do you have a couple minutes? Sorry.
He sighs. He says, "As long as you make it worth my time."
We always do. Just think of what you got last time.
He unlocks the door and lets you in. It's like when you go into a shop, like right when they're closing, like
Yeah.
half the
Really
lights are on, the music is like the ambiance music is turned off.
It's just really awkward.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Seems reasonable to me. No, we were, well, let's just say we're about to embark on something pretty dangerous and just kind of wanted to stock up on some things before we left. Breaking and entering. What do you got?
Right.
Gotta do a B&E.
Yeah.
He smiles. He says, "Ah,
I feel like have the rapport in the relationship where that wouldn't necessarily be frowned upon.
he says, windows or streets?
So,
High story work then?"
yeah, 50 feet
Ah.
at least.
He like reaches under the counter and like pulls out like a box and sets it on there. Inside you see a few long coils of rope, some grappling hooks, couple of little like belaying carabiners.
How much for the lot? Just give it to us, like number wise. Where are you at?
He kind of looks it over and then he says, "Well, I guess since we are business associates and you're delaying my dinner by a few minutes, I suppose I could do it for 25 gold."
How about a rental? 5 gold and we bring it back.
10 gold and you bring it back like new.
$7.
Roll a persuasion check. All right, 7, but you'll owe me a favor.
And it is. I will look.
Yeah.
I will turn and look directly at Catwin. Well, pay the man.
What? I mean, I totally have some gold.
Yes, you do. Do you want to know how I know?
I don't have much gold though.
You have at least 10.
I'm gonna ask Jenkins.
I have removed 10 gold from my being.
Perfect.
Now, when we were here last time, just over the table, he said he had some like other potions other than just healing potions, right?
Yeah, I got them all.
Oh, you bought them all?
Yeah.
What were they?
I plead the fifth.
There
No,
was
there
a,
was a potion of clairvoyance. Drink this potion, gain effective clairvoyance, which is a 3rd level spell. Create invisible sensor within range. Essentially, clairvoyance is like having like a Nest camera that I can throw up somewhere, right? Did it? that-
Yes.
Okay, cool. And then potion of diminution.
Diminution.
Yeah, that. Which when you drink this potion, you gain the reduce effect of the enlarged reduced spell for 1d4 hours. No concentration required.
There's more still.
I think that was it.
Okay.
Right?
I'm just gonna ask Jenkins. Is there anything you have that can assist in keeping others and ourselves stealthed or disguised?
I want him to bring out like one of those like funny pairs of glasses with the mustache.
I think that's we have one of those.
I know. I just really hope he just like has one.
He
So good.
he ducks behind the counter. You hear him rummaging around for a second, and then he pops back up and he does like a ta-da hand motion, and he just has a false mustache on top of his like his already pretty prominent goatee.
Crushing it.
I think the original one looked a little better.
He grins, and the fake one just like falls off. He says,
Maybe
"No,
not.
Guys, I see.
on a more serious note, he reaches under the counter, rummages around for a minute. He says, I just happened to acquire this yesterday, in fact. He sets a small bottle on the not a bottle, sorry, a scroll on the counter.
And what is this scroll?
This is part of the rental, and Shaw will snag it.
His hand is still on it, and so you try to take it, and it doesn't go anywhere. He says, "This is a scroll of disguised self."
Well, I can do that to myself, but this might be handy for somebody else.
I feel like that's
Um,
a Catwin. And I'll look directly at Catwin and give the like, come on.
I don't like to be other people, but I guess.
And how much for a scroll of this nature? Maybe some bartering we could also do. I have this ring, but I think it might be worth more than the scroll. I pull out the diamond ring.
He takes he takes a look at the diamond ring. He pulls out like a jeweler's loop from his shirt pocket. Takes a closer look at it. He says, yeah, it's reasonably good quality. It's a decent sized stone. He says, you're right. It's worth a little more than the scroll. He looks at the climbing gear. And he says, I think it'd be a fair trade if we did all of this, the scroll and all the climbing equipment, for you to keep. And he kind of eyes Shaw. He says that he holds up the ring. He says, "For the ring."
And what did we? I think you told us last time. What did we say the ring was worth? Can't remember.
150 gold.
Do I get my gold back then?
Shaw will say, "Yeah, here, give the gold back," and I'll put out my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, Jenkins will hand back the 10 gold pieces. And then
I
he
will take them and put them
You
in.
happen to have any?
Well, Cat one already did. Suck
You
it.
would have to take them out of Shaw's hand.
I did.
Yeah. No, you did not.
Yes, they're already in my inventory.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
This is my money, Bish.
Straight to prison.
Anyways, I'm gonna ask if he. Let me just check. Oh no, I have a lot of those. Is there? I feel like we could get a little bit more out of this ring. Is there anything else anybody's looking for?
I don't know.
Would I have knowledge of like what a scroll like this typically goes for?
Yeah, spell scrolls are usually like 250 gold.
Oh really?
Damn.
Okay.
Yeah, spell scrolls are not cheap. He's kind of giving you all a bit of a barter discount for it.
How much was the diamond
I think
ring
that
worth?
This would definitely come in handy for tomorrow.
The
What do you
diamond
guys
ring.
think?
Diamond ring was 150. The climbing gear was 25 to purchase, 10 to rent. And
I
yeah,
say that's a good deal in my book. Then if I knew how much a scroll typically goes for, yeah, I would definitely say, yeah, I think we can handle that. Then we don't have to worry about Shaw accidentally breaking the climbing gear.
It was gonna get broken anyway. Let's be real.
Shaw, are you gonna take the scroll then, or am I supposed to hold?
No, I think you should take the scroll, Catlin.
Yeah, I think it's best for Catwin because us three all have ways to help. But you would, you or Irina could use it as well.
Scroll of disguise.
Disguise self.
Is that a thing that should be in here?
it's a level 1 spell scroll. Don't
Yeah,
remember.
and you or Irina could use it. I think both of you would benefit greatly from it. So it's just whoever you decide one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it to add it.
Just put it in like I don't know if they can actually add it like as.
I think you could probably add a first level spell scroll,
And then just custom it.
and then just custom name it to disguise self.
Spell scroll level 1. Add item. Okay. Nope. Not. I started typing disfigure self.
Don't do that.
Not really what
Very
I want.
different spell. Very different spell.
Ooh, the spell of disfigurement. Okay.
You just created a new spell.
Oh, it sounds bad.
It is bad.
It's not great. It feels bad, man.
Yeah, but that way I think we can all like be a little more hidden.
Yeah, I'm not very good at being hidden. I'm.
Okay. Well, thank you. I think we've held you long enough, Jenkins.
Enjoy your dinner.
Oh,
And
do you
were
by any
right
chance
for it.
have a lock we could buy? We might, or were you able to?
Pinnacles.
Oh, is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, are you asking for manacles?
Yeah.
Yes.
He says, "Are you looking for the fuzzy variety or the functional variety?"
Hmm.
Both are
Both?
functional, but
No
for
judgment.
now, the functional variety.
Uh,
Yes, but
he says, let me go rummage around out back, see what we've got." And he heads out into out to the like blacksmith station, and you hear him kind of like clanking around and like opening boxes and stuff and looking. And then after a while, he finally comes back and he puts one pair of manacles on the counter.
perfect. I think all this makes us evens, yeah?
I actually have to look and see how much manacles are. Yeah, he's like, I think for the ring I can throw these in.
And we know you have the fuzzy ones too, you kinky bastard. And I'll wink at him.
He just smiles. He says, I was the one who asked you if that's what you wanted.
I'm picturing him
just-
having way more inventory of the fuzzy ones than the regular ones.
Yeah, the BDSM.
Yeah.
That's just an admission of guilt at this point.
Carl is muted.
Sorry, he's actually another branch of Dungeons, and More Dungeons.
Dungeons and More Dungeons, yeah.
It's just a different type of dungeon, depending on what you're into.
I don't think we need anything else. I was kind of looking through some of the spell options, but I think I have everything that I might need.
I mean, if the spell components are pretty mundane, do we need to like go about trying to acquire them still, or what would you say, Mike?
Some of mine aren't super mundane. Like, but they're like odd. Like some of mine are like a pinch of dust, right? Like I can pick that up from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But some of mine are like a tiny fan.
A tiny fan.
Well, alarm is a tiny bell and a piece of silver wire. Do I need to acquire that first before I can learn it when we level up?
Mav.
You could go ahead and acquire it now in anticipation of leveling up.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That'll be it then.
Has
Let him go get his
a
dinner.
like a bowl of tiny bells that say like kind of like it's like the have a penny need a penny.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Right.
have a bell need a bell.
Have a bell, leave a bell.
Have a bell leave a bell. Need a bell take a bell.
Yeah, exactly.
Shaw just like grabbed or Azur just grabs one off of the
Yeah.
just tiny bell.
Like
Yeah, I
what
don't-
we needed.
I don't think I need anything, and you got all of the potions and scrolls and such, so I don't think I need. Do we know how many? I have a potion of healing on me.
I have.
I don't have any.
I
Wait,
have,
And I have a
the
potion.
perfume of bewitching. Still.
I have a potion of healing.
I have a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing. I think Catwin used a bunch of hers.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah, I
did
just
Jenkins have
have-
any potions?
No,
Cleaned them
you all
out.
y'all cleaned them out last time.
Okay.
They
Do we
need to
know any?
get inventory flow.
Jenkins, do you know anybody who can make any more potion?
He shakes his head. He says, "Nope. My only source of potions is the when the Vistani are coming through town.
I'm
Okay.
not a goddamn fop man. I'm a Dapper Dan man.
Wait, this place a geographical oddity.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good we know some Vistani too. I think I'm done in here then. I don't think I need anything else.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know Barovia at this point. Like, you know, it's not like they got a nice flow of trade going with
No.
the outside world or anything.
I'm about to say, Leroy and Jenkins have been like the only source of
Anything?
yeah, literally anything odd and somewhat off-market items.
Do they have a monopoly?
They do.
I'm all right with it. They're 50.
All because of those dang tariffs from Strahd.
Oh no.
Who's worse, Strahd or Trump?
Isn't it?
Ooh.
Does Strahd have a Doge committee?
God.
Who do you think Rahadin is?
It's Rahadin.
Rahadin is Elon Musk. Oh.
Wants all of the glory. Only has
No,
Some-
Rahadin would not be a good parallel to Elon Musk.
no.
Is Rahadin one of the like tech bros that works for Elon Musk then?
No, because Rahadin you know to be competent.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
fair.
I feel like Strahd has actual like he has a story that's like empathetic.
Relatable,
Sympathetic?
yeah.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
we've just made Strahd better than our current active president.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Here we
checks
are.
out.
Even though he's an evil vampire dictator
Hmm
who has created this world out of his own
Right.
Somehow less shitty.
Greed. Somehow less shitty.
All right. Well, shall we go grab some dinner at the inn, or do we like where do we want to? Because we're done in here, so Jenkins can go eat his dinner.
Yeah.
Do we want to stay at the mill tonight?
It's closer.
Right, but we can't even go to the castle until sunset tomorrow, right?
Correct. Yes, you know that he will be leaving at sunset.
Yeah, so we might as well go sleep in like, some comfy beds at the inn and all
Yeah,
that
fair
jazz.
point. All right, yeah, let's do it.
Deal. Sleep now.
Sleeps it now.
I suppose it's dinner time first. It's like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it was definitely more like dinner time. Why can I never find? Oh, that's right. This time it's because I used this map in a pinch in my
A lot trouble.
Trouble.
Troubled.
Nice.
Are they eating like a bucket of wings and hot dogs?
Hot
Hot
dogs.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's what it looks like. Full
Oh,
Chicago
yeah.
dogs.
These.
Oh damn!
Oh, yeah, we
Carter.
did use these.
Good.
We only get beet soup.
Yeah. Fucking hot dogs.
Oh, bye everyone.
Yeah. Everyone just got like raptured in front of us.
He's been holding out on us.
No, none of that was there. Hang on. I wonder if I can fit these onto. I think I can actually fit these onto the map where you all were. Plus, was it 3 at this table? Yeah. Ta-da!
Hey.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, Muriel's
There we
just
go.
creeping outside.
There are a few other patrons here.
Now we're just gonna think we had a really like weird dream about like hot dogs and buckets of
Right.
chicken.
Erwin,
You probably
Erwin,
don't
have
know
you
what
heard
those are?
of something called a hot wolf? Or no, hot dog? No, wolf dog?
He's in the kitchen. He can't hear you.
Yeah.
This Ernst guy, looks. What's that actor's name?
Danny
He looks
McBride.
like the guy from Eastbound and Down. What's his actor's name?
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Yeah. Ernst looks like Danny McBride.
True.
Danny
I guess he
McBride
does look a
making
little bit like
cameo.
Danny McBride.
Guys, Danny McBride is doing a cameo in our Strahd campaign.
It's Danny McBride from that Apocalypse movie where he has Channing Tatum as his gimp.
As his gimp. Isn't that Apocalypse Now?
No.
End of the world. End of the
End of
world.
the-
End of the world. End of the world.
Yeah.
End of the world.
It's like, isn't Apocalypse Now like a serious movie?
Yeah,
it's
it
very
is.
serious.
I don't think Danny
It
McBride
came out
is
in the
Extremely
70s.
serious Vietnam movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very serious Vietnam movie. I stand by it.
That'd be a good trivia answer. Who starred in Apocalypse Now? Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Final answer.
Are my pickpocket boyfriends here?
No, it's probably a little too early for them.
Okay. They're just in it for the drinking, not for the eating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, shall we order some soup and some wine?
Yes.
Anything other than soup on the menu?
Yeah, wolf steak.
Everyone been able to make the bread with the bread recipe?
Oh, yeah.
I forgot.
I did give them, like, flour and shit.
Oh yeah, you did. Let me roll some dice. I gotta find Irwin's stat block, which is Jesus somewhere in here.
Obviously a +10.
Everything.
He's the end boss.
Erwin is just the most powerful being on this entire map. That's the plot twist we need. Oh,
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 13.
where did that
13
come
still does not hit.
There is there is now a new thing. There's a new item on the menu.
from? Oh,
Toast.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We take those wins.
Is this what
we can
you
have
did,
toast with our soup.
Mike? I just want to see if this works.
Yes, that's
Did
what I
everyone
did.
else see that?
Yeah.
What
Yep.
the fuck?
Okay.
They're up in the top
Oh.
left corner.
Yep.
Oh, baby.
It has all your little dice, and you
Yeah,
can
it
roll
doesn't-
Maybe
them.
that'll be our.
It doesn't do any
backup.
math for you or anything. It just
Yeah.
rolls the dice for you.
Mhm.
That's fun. What a cute little dice tray.
How do you roll?
Click on the dice, the size you want, and then click roll.
Yeah.
It's cute. Does it like track?
I would
them?
like some toast, please.
Can I have some toast with my soup? I think the soup and toast together would be really good.
Can I
When you order that,
judge the quality
you-
of the toast?
Catwin, Irwin's mind is like blown.
Oh,
He clearly had not considered that yet.
yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
what is-
dip the toast in my soup for sure.
He's like, oh, that's brilliant. He's like,
Yeah.
Danica,
Big girls.
Danica, we gotta add this to the menu. He like runs into the back.
Soup and toast, baby.
Soup and toast?
It's like the precursor to like grilled cheese and tomato soup. I feel like.
He brings out some bowls of soup, and anybody who wants a wolf steak can get a wolf steak. But yeah, so he brings out a couple bowls of beet soup, and the toast though is like the toast you get at like continental breakfast at like a Holiday Inn Express.
Oh,
It's like
hell yeah.
it's like kind of stale, small pieces of just like white bread that are very lightly toasted.
God bless. Thrilled.
Yeah, checks out.
Still better than Shaw's biscuits.
How dare you?
It's somehow still slightly better than Shaw's biscuit.
I try it and I'm offended at the fact that like I know it's better than what I can do. But
I
I
am
don't
just
say anything.
ravenously eating my soup because the bread makes it so much better.
Erwin is standing this close to you watching, like just like
And
in
I'm just
awe.
like, I'm dipping the bread into the toast into the soup, and I'm just like scarfing. I'm like, Erwin, this is the best thing I have eaten in a very long time.
This is incredible.
I'm just thinking, I'm not saying out loud, but we just had that very extravagant dinner at Strahd's castle. And
Yeah, but that was like what, 2 nights ago?
last night.
You also understand that Catwin is a very simple creature.
Oh damn! I didn't add that. I meant to add that to the soundboard. Shit.
Achievement unlocked, soup and
Achievement
toast.
unlocked sound.
Oh, you were gonna add the like Xbox 360 achievement
Yes.
sound?
Yeah. No.
Oh, let's go.
Amazing.
I definitely stole that from Winfrix.
So funny.
JD.
I stole that from JD. God damn it! I still don't know their voices. I did not come up with this myself. I think Catwin's goal should be to get somebody to make grilled cheese.
Oh, that after saying that like is now.
Are
Like,
there
This
any
is your goal.
cows in Barovia?
is there cheese? Like what's comfortable?
Cows, goats.
There are goats.
I've got nipples, Greg. Can you mint me?
Oh no.
I'm sure we've had cheese.
We probably had cheese at Strahd's dinner.
Yes.
Maybe I'll steal some cheese from Strahd's house while we're there.
You
That's what
should.
gets us all killed. Is that
We are going towards the kitchen,
Okay. Perfect.
where apparently they keep dragon bones.
In the kitchen.
Oh, I remembered something. Can I whisper at the table?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if Eliana knows this, but Carly knows this. What about the sword? Didn't somebody get
There it is.
Didn't somebody get information about the sword?
Yeah, we got info on the sword.
We need the dragon bones to get the sword.
We need the dragon bones to get the sword.
Why? Why do we need the dragon bones to get the sword?
Why?
Flashback time.
Why?
I don't remember.
When we were at Augenvost, we need to resurrect the dragon, and then they would be willing to help us to the location of the sword. If we resurrect Augenvost with the dragon bones.
But the sword's not at Strahd's.
We don't know that.
Yep.
Okay.
We don't think it is.
No. But yes, they know where the sword is. But they said it's not a smart thing to try to get or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but
We are
they said they
known
would
for
be
our
willing to help us if we get the dragon bones of Argenvost.
My note-taking system is not great. Not great.
That was just, I just remembered that one. That one wasn't a note.
Okay.
Just a lucky remembrance.
I thought, well, I do know that. Yeah, okay. Catwin and Shaw saw a. Carly knows this. Catwin and Shaw saw the
The picture with the sword.
tapestry with the sword.
Yeah.
Okay. We have soup and toast.
Soup and toast and soup and toast.
That one unlocked that achievement.
Crushing it. That sound is so good. I'm gonna
Can't
look
wait.
over at Cha and be like, "You
More
should
soup
make
and
bread
toast.
like this." It's just like a jab.
Eliana does also copies Catwin and puts her toast in her soup. And then just drinks the soup from the bowl.
Mm.
All right.
All right.
Is there anything else we want to do before
Is it bedtime?
we level up?
I don't think so. Unless there's more that we need to plan.
At this point, I think it's rolling with how it goes tomorrow, but we have a idea of how we want to go.
Yeah. We have concepts of a plan.
Yes.
We certainly do.
Oh my gosh.
Carl.
So we're planning to stay all together, correct?
Yes. Especially until we meet Rahadim. Now we might have to split up at some point, but
Yeah, we just don't want to encounter Rahadin in smaller groups.
Do we have a plan of trying to stealth our way across that giant open area?
that's the only way to get in from everything we've seen, unless we want to try to grapple over the wall, but we know that there's sentries on top of the wall. So really the grapples will be more for a way of escape on the way out. And then I could cast like Feather Fall on us after we get to the wall.
We all fit into the bag of holding, and Shaw, who is the sneakiest of all of us, tried to do the sneaking.
I think
Can we,
there's the whole
cast-
like you need air to breathe type situation.
Yeah.
We can fit into the bag of holding, can't we?
There's no air in the bag.
There's no air in the bag of holding.
I thought you could put creatures in the bag of holding.
So you can. There is no air. The maximum weight limit is 500 pounds. The maximum duration before you start to suffocate creatures in. Here we go. Breathing creatures inside the bag can survive up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures, after which time they begin to suffocate.
We could survive. 5 of us in there could survive 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
So
I think that Pass Without a Trace is our best bet.
Maybe as a last resort escape.
Yeah.
Because
I-
Catwin alone is like 215 or something.
So
yeah, both the
As
big
a
girls
way
in their
to-
armor.
to get to a safe space too, I have this spell.
Oh yeah, you have a rope trick. But that just puts us like in a. It doesn't move us though. It just
But
puts
no,
us inside of it,
we can go up to 60 feet though.
in the middle of an open yard.
Just says, will you touch a length of a rope that is up to 60 feet long? One end of the rope then rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground at the upper end of the rope. An invisible entrance opens to an extra-dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. The extra-dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope.
Yeah,
So,
but we also get like pooped out right where we disappeared.
I could feather fall us, and we could figure out a way to get out. But like that helps. I think the passive trace is our best bet to get in there, and this would be like a way we could hide if we hear something coming.
That might be
Ellen's
good to
just ready
use
to
in
fight.
the castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it lasts for an hour. So.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we pass without trace. We have the disguise self scroll. I can disguise myself. You can become a small animal.
Yes,
Shaw. Shaw's gonna magically get more powerful and learn to make himself invisible.
You don't know that.
All right.
wait, we don't. I get my wild shape back after a short rest too. So I have 2 wild shapes, and if we take a short rest, I get them back. So like if I need to turn into a small animal, I can do that.
And we could always throw like one. We could try to do one person in the bag of holding, so they have more air. But
Yeah, I can take Catwin in it or something because she is the least sneaky.
The least.
I
what
feel
I'm
like
gonna say
both
too
of the
is we're gonna.
both of the clanky girls can get into the bag of holding. The box of holding. Because both of them have disadvantage. Irina and Catwin both have disadvantage on stealth.
That's correct.
But
And so we
already
could put-
using this extra dimensional space where if it fails, you guys are basically dead forever. As a we can do that.
I mean, at this
But
point,
if you
YOLO.
I would say that if you think you're getting trapped, you just dump them out.
True. Surprise to a paladin and a fighter. Surprise, bitches.
You thought it was just me. Can they get out of it themselves, Mike? Or do they have to be like
Let out.
can they choose to get out of it themselves?
they can get out themselves, just
Oh.
provided they're not
Say hello
they
to
haven't
my
suffocated and
big
become
world.
incapacitated. But
Yeah. So yeah, if
Can
I
we
start
get
to
them
feel like
Oh, you
walk.
know what?
losing,
What?
Although I am kind of sneaky, with my race, I have unlimited breath. Like I don't. Does that make so I couldn't survive in there indefinitely?
Azure just lives in the
You could
bag
just-
folding from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, where does it say that?
You could technically just like hold your breath and
Characteristics.
good to go.
I was trying to find where it says that. Features and traits, maybe.
And they hear when they're in the bag of holding?
No, it's a completely separate dimension.
Okay. Do they have anything on them that would make a dimensional rift?
So I have unending breath. I can hold my breath indefinitely while I'm not incapacitated. So, Mike, would that mean I could survive inside the bag of holding indefinitely?
Mike is gonna kill
See,
us.
the best part is he has to say yes because it makes perfect sense.
But also,
Logically.
of all the people we're gonna put in the bag, it's not gonna be Azure.
No, but it would be really funny.
No, but
Hypothetically.
theoretically.
Theoretically.
Hypothetically,
You could just be like Pocket
theoretically.
Ranger.
Pocket Ranger.
Pocket Ranger. Oh my god.
Pocket Ranger.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah, there it is.
If then.
Exactly. Yep. If then.
Oh.
I
I
feel like
just
we
stay
haven't
in the bag and shoot outside.
I feel like we haven't talked enough about how we're getting in, what we're doing about Gertruda, how we're getting to the ossuary.
Let's
Like,
all right. Let's be real. Like we know the relative like location, but once we get in there, it's gonna be a shit show. So just send it.
Okay.
Catwin is audibly excited at the idea of just sending it. Like
Last
shooting like
time we
crazy.
did this,
It was very successful.
Carl panicked and launched himself over a wall.
True, but he could just go into the bag of holding now, so it's fine.
No, he
Yeah.
can't.
Oh
can
my god,
contain
Carl,
him.
if you're on 1 health, you just take a breath.
I'm gonna say I think what we did last time worked out pretty well. So
It takes an action to get in and out, in or out.
yeah.
Mike's like,
Also, you can see
I will put
Azure
rules
like
on
is
this shit.
visibly like having trouble paying attention still. Like, it's almost too much information for him at this point.
Fair.
Catwin's not much of a planner.
I think the thing
Wants
is
to run
like
in and beat everybody up.
I would like to
Gertruda is
Leroy
gonna be
Jenkins
weak, really weak. Remember, she's like been siphoned of her blood for a long time.
for hit points.
She probably has to be the last person we grab, in my opinion, because she's not gonna be able to survive if we run into anything else like while we're going around the castle.
Does she have unlimited breath? Can we put her in the bag?
Yeah, no, you just escaped one prison. Here's another.
Here's a more claustrophobic one. Trust me, it's fine.
Everything is fine. Shh, shh, let it happen. Everything's fine. Shh, shh.
I mean, we'll probably have to recap some of this too when we start the next session.
Oh,
Taking
certainly.
better notes, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I
mean-
mean, the problem is we have no idea what to expect with a
Yeah,
meal.
we
so
we
there's
don't
just
know the
so
lay of
much-
the land. We don't like we have like big bullet points of like, okay, this is what we need to do. If this happens, we need to do this. But like we can't really set up a hey, we should do this until we get there and improv. Like
Yeah, but ours is basically like step 1, break into castle. Step 2, find all the shit we need. Step 3, question mark. Step
Yeah.
4, profit.
step 3,
Profit.
live.
Yeah.
Step 4,
Survive,
profit.
maybe?
The last thing I was like, even if we do all of this and we get out, do we have an escape plan like out of the castle or like absconding away from the castle?
Shaw does.
What
Throw
you
his
mean?
dagger.
Oh, just into the woods.
Throw his dagger across the bridge and blink to it.
I mean, hopefully we can get out not being chased. That would be the ideal world, right? That as we're leaving, we're not being chased and we can stealth again.
Correct, but if we are being chased, I think
Then we're-
coming to Valaki and going to the church is probably the best option. I mean, the rest of the town will clearly suffer and whatnot, but we'll be safe until we can have a plan.
Okay.
Because vampires can't get into the church due to it being hollowed ground. Or they can't be near it because of the bones of what's his nuts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good old what's his nuts.
Oh yeah, that guy.
That's my
Y'all
favorite
know who I'm
thing, that we
talking
can't
about.
keep
I
track of
know.
everybody's name, so we're like, what's her face? What's his nuts?
I mean,
So
I
and so.
can. Another spell I could
I need like a
potent-
yearbook, you guys.
Okay.
Strahd
To be
class.
fair, I think that was like 9 months ago, so.
I'm fine with everything then.
So other spells I could potentially learn to help with escape are Jump and Long Strider. But I can only cast that on one person at a time. Long Strider increases the target's speed by 10 feet. If I cast at 2nd level, I could do 2 targets. Jump, I touch a creature and the creature's jump distance is tripled until the spell ends. And those both last for a minute for jump, an hour for long strider.
I feel like you're probably going to use your spell slots for other things and not that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's super helpful, but that's
Because
like
you only have like
the only thing I have for like escape stuff.
You only have like 5 or 6 spell slots.
I'll have 7 when we level up.
Oh, 7. Okay.
Plus, I get 1 free Featherfall, 1 free Levitate.
Mhm.
Is it like a buy get offer? Like
Because I'm blue.
if I was green, I would die.
Yeah, I only get 12 spell slots. So, is that right?
Only 12.
Wait, that's not right.
You know how many
Six-
spell slots Catwin
No,
has?
I'm
So many.
6 plus 4 is 10.
10.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, 11. I get 11 spell slots.
So many.
That's not a lot.
That's so many. I
A
have
lot of spell slots.
Yeah, but you're not spellcasters.
I'm a half-ass spellcaster.
I don't feel like it's a lot.
It's because you're
11's
used
quite
to
a bit.
playing a level 20 cleric that has like 40 spell slots.
Yeah. Now I feel so wimpy, small.
Level 8.
That
Well, level's
feels
gonna be
like-
level 7.
Having that many spell slots feels like it would be very hard to keep track of.
That's why I'm struggling, but it's fine. I chose this life for myself. I'm
thug
I'm
life
good.
chose
I'm
it.
good on the planning, I guess.
I just. The
I
problem
don't
is
think-
we have so much we don't know.
Yeah, there's too much unknown to make like a definitive
Yeah.
plan. We just.
I guess the
haven't
one
gotten
thing
started.
is Shaw's message really the only way we can communicate if we get split up?
Correct. Well, I have my companion.
Right.
I have my companion. I can so I can charm people. So like if we go in, I can charm somebody to like go retrieve Gertruda. Like so I can charm somebody when we get in there and see if they'll go do something for us.
Yeah, like a servant would be a good target for that for sure.
Mhm. I can
Is Esmeralda eating dinner with us?
Sure, yeah.
Alright.
Is she,
I would ask her if she has any additional way of communicating over distances, or we have what we have.
Yeah, she says, unfortunately, I don't. I think we'll have to wing it.
Alright.
Wing it.
all right. That's fine.
Team winging it.
I feel like Eliana is the very prepared student at the table, and then there's just a bunch of slackers.
Oh, certainly.
I
Dude,
mean,
that one's like
that's
a
more
burnout.
that's more like just Carly. I think Eliana wouldn't actually be planning that much. But Carly wants to plan a little more. But I'm done. I'm done trying to get you guys to plan more.
Good.
All right. Well, I think that is a good place to end with some planning having been done.
I feel like this session was just nice because we just got to talk a lot to each other outside of the game, so it felt like a hangout session, and I'm
Yeah.
perfectly okay with that.
It was a bit of a hangout session.
It was,
Yeah,
like,
I
it
kinda
was
figured
like-
it would be the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
yeah, like maybe you were right not to like stream this one.
yeah.
The content probably not very interesting for anyone who isn't us.
Well, yeah. So get your we'll y'all head up to bed to get a night of rest before the evening. So we'll long rest, but go ahead between now and next session. Get your characters leveled up to 7, and then we'll start the next session at level 7.
Hell yeah.
Let's look at the calendar.
I just went from +3 to +6 on my wisdom saves.
What? Dang.
I got Iron Mind,
Oh yeah.
and now proficiency in wisdom saves.
Evasion. Oh, sweet prince, how I've missed you.
Could have used that when you blew the wagon up.
Right?
Let's see. Calendar. Come here. Oh.
Also, I'm deleting
everything.
mage armor. / changing it.